We are beginning to see some flattening of the number of new cases per day in specific metro areas.
5 weeks ago, 9 people in the United States had died from this virus. Now, the death toll in the U.S. is approaching 15,000. Top health officials say they're starting to see, as you just heard, the flattening of that curve of COVID-19 cases in some metropolitan areas, but they still urge caution. Now, in Kansas, we're at more than 1,000 cases, 1,008 to be exact, with 38 deaths. And officials believe the peak won't hit here for at least another 10, maybe 14 days. This news, of course, comes on the heels of a major Christian holiday. Easter is this Sunday. And while the governor wants churches to be gathering in groups of 10 or less, this Sunday, some leaders just revoked her executive order to try to limit that. So our Brad Stevens joins us now from our newsroom with more on this decision. Brad, pretty big twist today coming into lawmakers.
Wow, Carolyn, it has been a wild afternoon for Kansas politics. Governor Kelly's order to limit the size of religious gatherings went into effect today at noon. Kansas Attorney General Derek Schmidt said while he agreed with Kelly's order that it was, quote, sound public health advice, he then went on to say he discouraged law enforcement and prosecutors statewide from enforcing that order. So the governor made the move after Kansas officials identified 3 coronavirus clusters related to church gatherings. Many churches in Kansas have already stopped large gatherings and have moved to live streaming religious services. At 2 o'clock this afternoon, a Kansas legislative committee met to discuss the governor's order. Now, the governor's chief counsel argued that the order is necessary because there's a compelling need to act to prevent the spread of this deadly virus. Kansas Representative Susan Wagle disagreed.
Yes, we are in unprecedented times. Clearly, in my opinion, the outbreak to date has not been anything like we expected. We have numerous counties that have no corona cases at all. And here we are back down to a one-size-fits-all. And we're restricting individual rights to practice religious liberties.
So, in a 5-2 vote, the committee revoked Governor Kelly's order. Now, we're waiting to hear from her shortly. She's expected to speak about what just happened today at 4:30. That's in just about a half an hour. So we'll be watching that very closely, and we'll let you know exactly what she says. But boy, a big, big day in the state of Kansas, Carolyn.
Yeah, kind of a confusing decision for sure. Brad, thank you for that update.